some of this ochre. And I'm also, while I'm doing this, I want to be thinking about the value of my color, because I don't want my color to be all the same value. I want to mix as I go and shift values so that by the time I'm done mixing, and I want to spend a good amount of time mixing, so that by the time I'm done, I have a good range of values. And remember, a good range of value is at least 12 steps of value. You always want to be thinking about that, because value equals volume. It also equals stronger composition. So I'm going to put some of that over there, but then I'm going to add more white. And still, my color is off. These colors will work. So I think, all right, that's not so bad. Be inventive. The collage is a starting point. Okay. So I'm going to place that there. And then I'm going to add much more. I'm going to shift it. There we go. Now I've got it. That's getting closer. So you see, even in what the color I've mixed so far, I've got 3 different values. And this will be a 4th. A little bit of that yellow, a little bit of this yellow, some of that white. And let this be relaxing. You know, the more relaxed you are, the more you are going to see both what you're mixing and the collage. The more relaxed you are, the more you're going to invent. So this is a 3-hour painting, but don't not put time into mixing. Mix, if you mix more and you're placing paint less, the more paint you have, the more dynamic your painting is already going to be. One of my professors used to say that if we spent half the class mixing, then our painting was going to be better than the person who didn't spend any time mixing and just mixed each color as you go. Because it's easier to see the color on the white ground even before you place it, because that's already a pretty strong palette. And it's hardly, like I don't want to be done until I have at least 12 different colors. Now I'm going to add gray. So with each color that I add to it, I'm thinking I really want to shift the color enough so that it looks different. And then maybe I might do one more green, and then I'm going to shift into an opposite, into a red, or even a violet. And sometimes because of the glare on the surface, you just want to, it's kind of close, but it's pretty good. I'm going to add some of this phthalo. Whew, phthalo is so crazy. By a little bit of a trick, if you keep the previous color, your palette is all going to be connected with one another. It's like a color theory thing. It's Itten and Albers right there. When it starts looking really muddy, those muddy colors can be the dull, the in-between colors that make the whole painting stronger. But if they actually end up just looking like mud, and they don't feel like a color on their own, then you probably want to scrap it and start again. But see how much, I'm not mixing that much either, so that I have a lot of options, because I'm not mixing huge amounts of paint. And then, you know, a lot of students say to me, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to remember that color? If you really want to remember it, write down the colors you're using. That takes a little bit more time. Or it's just trial and error. The more you mix, the more you're going to remember. Don't put the medium in until you're ready to paint with the color. So as you're mixing, you don't put the medium in as you're mixing the color. Like say that's cleaned off, right? And then I pick up some of the medium and then just mix it in.